Hello guys, welcome back to another guitar haul. In today's episode we're going to be showing you all the new stock that we've got for the shop. So strap yourselves in and let's see some new guitars. Hello guys, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars, the home of luxury shred machines here in Nottingham, England. And in today's episode, I'm going to be doing my second guitar haul. I did one of these a couple of weeks back and we got a really good reception from you guys, so I thought I'd do another one today. We've got 6 guitars in total to show you today, spanning from PRS to Gibson to Ibanez. So it's going to be a really fun episode, so let's get started. So here's guitar number 1 today. We're starting off with an absolute bang. This is a Gibson Les Paul Standard from 2014 and is a part of their 120th anniversary celebration. This is what they call a Les Paul Standard Premium Plus, and the finish is ocean blue perimeter. The Premium Plus standards of this era have some pretty cool features. You have the locking Tone Pro stop tailpiece and bridge so they don't fall off the guitar when you're changing the strings. You have some pretty wacky control options as well. Each of these knobs pulls up, and we have different phase switching, coil splitting, and even a blow switch, which makes the pickups louder. In terms of pickups, we've got a set of Burstbucker Pro 1 and 2s. We have rosewood fingerboard. It's an asymmetrical 60s profile, so it's quite thin, a little bit wider than a usual Les Paul. So obviously the next year after this is 2015, where Gibson were catering the guitars to more modern players. So you can see the start of this here. We also have locking tuners here, which are in chrome, Grover tuners. At the headstock end, it's pretty standard, but as you work our way to this top, it's more than standard. This one is beautiful. So much figuring in this, and it looks like a custom shop instrument, but it is from the USA plant, so this is an absolute cracking deal for sure. What's also cool is it's hand-signed by a Gibson employee back there, and we've got some really nice figuring in this mahogany. So that is guitar number 1 starting out with a bang. Let's hear it in action. So here's the next guitar. This is a PRS Korina limited edition 1 of 100 from 2009. As you can tell by the frets there, this is a 24 fret model. I've never seen a PRS like this before, and the Korina body really sounds incredible. Just playing this guitar, out acoustically, it has a lot of sustain naturally. Korinas are very kind of, sought after wood. Obviously Gibson made their Flying V's and Explorers out of Korina, and you don't see a lot of companies using it. It's very lightweight, so we've got a full body of Korina here, Korina neck. It's natural, this is just how the wood looks. Talking about the electronics, we've got 1 coil split, volume tone, 3-way switch. We then have a Myra pickup set, so we've got the bass and treble. Got a wraparound compensated tailpiece, so it should be pretty much intonated. Got a rosewood fingerboard with the moon inlays, which I really like. I know PRS is known for its bird inlays, but I do think the moons have this kind of lovely, subtle look to them. We've got the PRS locking tuners of the era, 25-inch scale length. This is probably one of my favourite PRSs I've played. I'm not a massive fan of how it looks visually, but in terms of how it plays, it's a very good sounding guitar, and the coil splits sound incredible. So, let's hear it in action. Now this is a really cool guitar. This is a Les Paul custom shop standard in an olive drab finish. It's also slightly matted, so it just looks incredible in person. As you guys know, I love green colored guitars. This is definitely up my street. This is based off a 58 Reissue Les Paul standard. So you have the ABR1 bridge, stop tailpiece, and we have a set of custom bucker humbuckers. Three-way switch, 2 volumes, 2 tones, obviously a maple top on a mahogany body. This one's a really good weight, not too heavy at all. Got that massive baseball bat profile, which loads of people love, including myself. Got the rosewood fingerboard with the celluloid inlay. Going over to the headstock now, you obviously got that beautiful Gibson mother of pearl inlay with the gold Les Paul silkscreen. Turning it over, you can see our serial number, starting with 8 for 58. And we have the clues on the style tuners. It's even still got the sticker on from the factory of the Gibson Custom. We also have the medallion for the Gibson Custom shop back here. I love these olive drab finishes, really reminds me of Chris Cornell's signature Gibson. So let's see how she sounds. Here's the next guitar now. We have an Ibanez Prestige Custom RG. We don't get these guitars in a lot, so I don't actually know too much about this one, but obviously it's got the RG body, 4-bolt construction. You then have the 5-piece maple neck, rosewood stripes, a rosewood fingerboard with the small dot inlays, locking Ibanez tremolo, and we've got a set of the V8 humbuckers and the S1 single coil. 5-way switch, 1 volume, 1 tone. Got the wizard neck with the really wide pronounced neck, very out of my comfort zone. Got the volute, and we've got the lovely Goto tuners on there. So let's shred on this and see how it sounds. The next guitar now, we have the PRS 594 single cut. I absolutely love these guitars, obviously inspired by the legendary Les Paul. These guitars are called 594 guitars because of the scale length. It basically has a 24.594 scale length, which is as accurate to the vintage guitars and vintage Gibsons of the 58 and 59 era. McCarty comes from the man who designed this guitar with PRS, who's Ted McCarty of Gibson fame. He designed the Flying V, the Explorer, the Modern, all these different iconic Gibson shapes, and he was actually the CEO of Gibson for a little bit. So that's how this guitar came about. This has that beautiful kind of tiger eye finish. Really having that Gibson DNA in the bridge and stop tailpiece here. We've got the brass inserts on the strings to increase sustain, and it also adds a nice aesthetic feature. Three-way switch where you'd expect it to be. 2 volumes, 2 tones, but we do have some coil splitting, so that's pretty versatile. Mahogany body, which is a little bit thicker than the standard McCarty. Nice carved maple top with the reveal binding, which I love. Working our way onto the neck, we have that 59 profile. PRS call it the patent vintage neck. We have a rosewood fingerboard with lovely mother-of-pearl bird inlays in flight. So we work our way to the headstock with that rosewood cap, which PRS seems to be doing quite a lot on their kind of core line now. They'll just do like a rosewood cap. We've got the 594 truss rod cover. As we turn it over, we've got the brass cogs on these PRS looking tuners. I'm not gonna have time to play this one today because the video is gonna get too long, but if you'd like to see any more information on this guitar, then make sure to head to our website. Cheers, guys. Now to change it up, we've got a beautiful Gibson acoustic, and this comes from the Gibson Montana plant. You saw a couple of weeks ago we did a vlog visiting the Gibson garage. I spoke to a lovely gentleman called Telmo who educated me all about the Gibson acoustics, and these are all built in Montana. The Sj200 is very iconic, based off that 57 kind of era. We have a spruce top with the maple back in the sides. You get some really nice figuring on this maple. If you catch it in the right light, you can see a little bit of quilting. We have the hand-painted pickguard and mustache bridge, which is kind of like iconic for the Sj200. We've got a rosewood fingerboard and again a maple neck with that little rosewood skunk stripe down the middle. We've got the Grover tuners in gold, and at the headstock end we've got that beautiful crown logo. We also have the crown inlays in mother of pearl, which are very nice. Very iconic guitar. It's kind of like the Elvis Presley acoustic. I have this tuned to Dad Gad for today's episode just because I love the sound of these big acoustics with that kind of Dad Gad sound. Let's hear how she sounds. So guys, that brings us to the end of another video. I hope you really enjoyed this guitar haul today. Let me know in the comment section below which guitar was your favourite, and make sure to subscribe whilst you're down there for more content on this channel. But thank you so much for watching today's video. My name is Ben Keightley, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Squealing Pig Guitars. But until then, keep rocking guys, I'll see you soon.